Hello, fabulous Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. As I mentioned in the general overview horoscope, it is such an important month in love for you. I love this month for you in the context of love because it speaks to an understanding for you of just how it is that it isn't just about what you're drawn to in terms of the energy, but how your mind plays a huge process in where you are now in love and where it is that you desire to go next, whether it's with somebody that you're in a relationship with or it's with somebody new. Now, one of the most fortunate things taking place this month in the realm of love for you has to do with this really positive full moon happening early in the month. This full moon is speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto in your opposite sign. Now, regular friends and fans know, even those of you not students of astrology, I talk about Pluto a lot with you because Pluto is in this extended process, moving through your opposite sign, helping you to understand love differently than you knew it before, and helping you to transform and evolve your understanding of love on a very deep level. There is a pull towards love and partnership, to connecting with somebody one-on-one, and to being very committed as well. There's a desire for that intense bond and intense experiences that are moving you to ultimately understand that that intensity you seek comes from having to be deeply honest with yourself, in some cases searingly honest with yourself. So that's the slow process that you're engaged in, and it'll take you well into the next decade. So when we have these moments that awaken Pluto, as we are having this month, most notably this full moon, but not just the full moon, we've also got Venus speaking with this with Pluto twice this month. In the early part of the month, in a conversation of tension. In the later part of the month, in a conversation of supreme harmony. Well, you put that together and it suggests an eventful month in the context of love, where no matter what your romantic situation is, change is promised, and change that you are likely to look at as very positive by the time the month is through, especially by the time the month is through. Those of you in an established bond, I see this as a time of, and with this particular full moon especially, and especially as we get into the later part of the month, I just see this as a time of you connecting with this person on a level of companionship, on a level of mind, and coming to a deeper appreciation that actually it isn't just about whether it's a physical connection you have, whether it's a sort of heart connection that you look at it as, but there's something deeper that happens, and the deeper is actually not where you think it is. It's on a level of mind, it's on a level of communicating, it's on a level of feeling that you've got this friend, you've got this person who's on your side, that you can connect with, that you can share your experiences with, that you can make sense of the world with through conversation, that you can connect on a level of friendship and on levels that move beyond the romantic, but also touch on the platonic as well, that you can have a romantic connection with somebody that's deep and meaningful, but have these other elements that define the relationship as well, that isn't restricted to just the romantic. So when I see something like this, it does suggest that there's going to be like a real desire to share more experiences, more social experiences, and more mind level experiences with your partner. Those of you dating somebody, this is going to be an important month, because this is going to be a month that asks you, are you compatible on that level of mind? Are you able to talk to this person? What is it that's making you feel that you want to get to know this person more? And what does that mean? Well, you get to know somebody more than just through their energy. You get to know somebody in a lot of different ways. And one of those ways includes talking to them, conversating with them, being able to communicate with them. How does this person process information? How do they let you know what they're feeling? And how is it that they express what they're feeling in words? Do they expect you to read their mind? Do they expect you to just know things? Or is it that they're actually able to put things into words? And so this is going to be an important time for you to understand that, but it does look like, I got to be honest, If there is sort of a moment of uncertainty in the early part of the month, by the time we get to the later part of the month, because it becomes so harmonious, especially for you, but between the planets of Venus and Pluto, it gets so harmonious that it suggests to me that if it does feel like there's a little bit of a bump in the road in the early part of the month, there will be a solution that does give way to a deepening understanding. And also a deeper level of honesty of who this person is that you're with. What is it that is keeping you with this person? Which ultimately is going to end up helping you to understand some of the learning that's happening here, helping you to define the connection that much more meaningfully. Those of you who are open to meeting somebody new, I mean, this is such a social energy that's taking place this month for you. Very much online connections certainly can happen now. Very lucky, actually, to have online connections for you now that have the ability to really reach into your heart. Now, I am going to just caution you. Now, this is generally good advice all around, but this is not a month to settle for a virtual relationship. If you can, I would advise, if you connect with somebody, you want to meet them as soon as possible. And I say that because of Neptune. Neptune doing some interesting things in the sky, including at this full moon, or the buildup of the full moon in the early part of the month. It does suggest to me that really, if you connect with somebody, you want to be sure that you are meeting them face to face, seeing who this person is, getting a feel for their energy, for those nonverbal cues that you can only get when you're in person with somebody. It's not a time of any kind of illusion paying off. It really is not going to work. It's the reality. It's the nitty gritty that is most beautiful. And this is whether it's you that's meeting a person or that person meeting you. It is going to be that, that stuff that maybe isn't so apparent, that stuff that you can't necessarily put words into, that ultimately drives you to this person. Now, you just want to make sure that it is about them and not all about what's happening within you, because Neptune can make it so that you're seeing things that aren't necessarily there. In order to avoid that, the best bet is to make it real as soon as possible. If you can't in person, then through webcam, whatever the case may be. Because connections can happen now online that end up having a real promise for lasting a really long time. And connections can happen this month with people who live far away as well. But you just want to be sure to bridge the gap as much as possible so that you are being honest with yourself about where you are in love and where you are in your feelings with this new person who comes into your life. What I love about this month for you is the strong connotation of love as a transformative power. And it is how much really positive energy is in the air for you now in terms of experiencing greater love, experiencing a love that's more meaningful to you as well, and experiencing love that is real and that is honest. The universe has that planned for you. Start with yourself by being honest about your intentions and who you are, and what you want in terms of your experience of love, and you will find that the universe brings what you want into your reality.